start to in your head. So I'm here, waking up from this nightmare where you just a dream, and I didn't believe that I would ever wake up to you walking down the street. Were you just a dream?
And whatever.
right, enough with that. My neighbors probably hate me. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream with your boy Trader Mayne. I know I just did a video, so this one's gonna be very short, very quick. I just want to kind of get back on rotation. I'm gonna be home for the entire month until the very end, so I want to get back to kind of the Sunday, Monday streams, midweek altcoin video kind of schedule there. I don't know why I said schedule. It's schedule, you fucking Brit bongs. Yeah, so what the fuck? What the fuck? Imagine if I had no pants on and that just happened. Just got a little fucking flash of the ween. That'd be funny. Probably not. Yeah, so want to get into it. I know the lighting's not great. It's dark in my apartment right now. I was way too lazy to set up my fucking lights and shit. I barely even put up the green screen, but here we are. Want to give a quick update on the charts. Hope everyone's doing good, feeling good. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Prime XBT. You guys have been absolutely crushing it, so I really appreciate it. Keep pounding that ref link. All you gotta do is click the ref link, make an account, then input the code Mayne50. Bada bing, bada boom. Deposit some money. You get up to a 7% deposit bonus up to $7,000. So a $100,000 deposit, free $7,000. A $10,000 deposit, $700, etc. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. The Prime team's very happy, which means your boy Mayne is happy. Shout out to Prime. I'm feeling pretty good, man. Like, went to the gym today, got absolutely fucking huge in there. I was doing some bench press, some lat pull downs, some shoulder press, some flies, just kind of, lats, chest, a little bit of back, and then naturally curls for the boys. Fuck the girls. Curls for the boys. So I'm feeling fucking stacked right now. I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's just the shirt. I'm feeling good. Want to get this quick video out. If you guys are in my Discord, we've been crushing it. We've been cleaning up. So we basically longed Bitcoin like around here. We longed Bitcoin again on, I think, where was it? I think we longed Bitcoin like 3 times. Like these 3 bounces or something we nailed. And they were laid out. We had some altcoin plays as well. We had a Luna trade that went really well. Shorting waves. So a lot of stuff I've been discussing on stream have worked really well. I gave a couple flat out signals that worked, but more than anything, I discuss trade ideas. I give you guys examples. It's up to you to execute, right? I'm not here to trade for you. But from the messages I'm getting in Discord, on Twitter, sounds like people are making some money. People are crushing it. That makes me happy. So we're going to continue on with that. I'm going to look at Bitcoin. I'm going to look at Ethereum. And then I'm going to look at Waves. I'm going to look at GMT. And I'm going to look at Near. Because those are some very popular alts I'm sure you've seen all over Twitter. So I'm going to take a look at those 3 and that's it. I want to keep this video relatively short because I got to play Elden Ring. I might boot up an Elden Ring stream after this. I don't know. I might get crazy. I might just do that. Who knows? I'm a wild guy, okay? Things might get crazy. So last stream numbers were awesome. Seems like people really enjoyed that stream. I was kind of, on a low after Vegas, but talking to you guys always helps me, bring my energy levels up. So hopefully I can, keep up with the energy level here. It is a little later at night. I had a long day, but I will do my best. So let's get right into it, and we will go into Bitcoin first. So I'm going to talk about kind of what I don't like first, right? We're going to do kind of like a positive, negative, and then end with a positive. So the negative part is sandwiched between the 2 positive parts, and it's almost like it's not there, but it is there, So a couple things. First of all, we're at a very critical point here on Bitcoin. Just looking at the high time frame, we have that weekly order block here, right? This candle here, this is the candle that caused this most recent leg down, right? So this is key resistance that we're coming up into, and we've put in, not quite a pin bar, but like an indecision candle right at that level as expected. Has a long upper wick, long lower wick. You could call it like a spinning top. You could call it a fucking monkey. I don't really care. But rejection where we expected it to happen. Within this order block, we also have our yearly open here, which is at, where is our yearly open here? Let's just draw that out real quick. right there. Okay. So we've got our yearly open right in line with that order block there. So this is a key area of resistance. And then if you take our little fib guy, you pull that from the high to the low. So this most recent price leg, this downswing, which did break market structure. So you have to remember, from a high time frame perspective, the market structure is bearish. We made a high and then we made a lower low. So our expectation, until proven otherwise, is that a lower high is going to form, and then we're going to see continuation of the trend. Okay, that's the expectation. So as much as I want Bitcoin to go to a new all-time high, I'm actually aiming for a move up that may result in a potential lower high to send price back down. It doesn't mean it has to make a new low after that, but I am pretty sure if we get another leg up, we see a large retracement before anything else happens. So, leaning bullish for that next leg up. That being said, this is a down leg, right? On a high time frame. Bearish market structure here based on this low. So any retracement into this zone, we're looking to result in a lower high relative to this high, okay? So we have a first key area of resistance here, right? We have our weekly order block. We have the yearly open, all kind of sandwiched in this same area here. And then just above, at the top of the order block, we actually have the midpoint of this entire range. So from here to here, the midpoint is at 50,000. Okay, so that's why my target, if we're able to get one more push up, is above these highs, right? We have those equal highs here, the top of the order blocks. We also have the mid-range. So a push up into this area, right, would not be surprising to me for where the lower high may form. Okay, it could form right here. So that's kind of the things we got to pay attention to from a high level perspective. We're still in a downtrend on the high time frame. This can push up much higher and still go lower, right? Remember our rules with the fibs. Okay, we could come all the way up into a very deep retracement here, 55, 58, heck, even 61,000, and then still go down. Okay, so if we get a push up here and then start seeing rejection, you need to be looking for potential short opportunities. I'm sorry, my Telegram's blowing up. 1 second here. Just mute this. Sorry about that. Right? So you gotta keep that in the back of your mind. So while I'm hoping for another leg up, be aware that a lower high is kind of what my expectation is, right? I still think this kind of move would not surprise me. I don't know if this makes a whole nother leg down, but definitely a move up and then a bigger, a large retracement, which would then be a retracement into this range, right? And then we see how that ends up, right? But we're not going to get too far ahead of ourselves. But those are some high time frame areas I want you to pay attention to. Where we are right now, you want to see the yearly open, 46,200, kind of hold. I don't really want to see us trade below there for any significant period of time, right? I want this price action here to just be a deviation below before continuation higher. My initial target is these highs if we get another leg up, around 50 to 52K, the mid-range of this entire move. Okay, above there, 55K, 58K, 61K are all possible on some sort of extension. Okay, now let's dial it in another level. Here's those same highs I was looking at right here. Kind of nice equal highs there. That would be my target if we get one more extension to the upside. You also have this kind of price floor. This floor before we broke down, sold way off. That would be kind of the magnet, right? 50 to 54K. That would be where I'm aiming if we get that last push up here. So the last thing I want to talk about, which I don't think is particularly bullish, but I want to talk about it anyways, okay, is I don't like this breakout so far. Now, what do I mean by that? What do you mean, Mayne, you don't like the breakout? How can you not like a breakout? I can do whatever the fuck I want. Okay, the reason I don't love this breakout is we've been in a range for months here, right? We had this huge range here for months, and then we finally broke that kind of pivotal 45K level. We get a little bloop to the upside, a pullback, and we're just kind of consolidating here. Now, it doesn't mean that this cannot result in this. It absolutely can, right? We broke the level, retesting it, holding, right? We tested support there. We could get that leg up from here. That's what I'm banking on, right? I'm effectively long, and my invalidation basically is if we get back below 45K. Realistically, I think your stop goes below this low here. But if we start trading below 45K again and stay there, I'd probably cut my long exposure, right? But you could have a hard stop around 43,500, whatever this wick is, okay? Target here. Now, after breaking 45K, I want to see explosive movement to the upside. Reason being, if this is consolidation before a leg up, right? Because if this is accumulation here, what does price need to do after it accumulates? It needs to move up into sell orders, which then the buyers from down here can distribute the position into, right? That's how do you exit a long position? You sell, right? Sorry, I said that wrong. If this is accumulation, price needs to move up because the people that accumulated down here need to move price up because they need people to buy. They need demand. Because when there's demand at these higher prices, that Bitcoin that was accumulated down here can be sold into that demand. Because how do you get out of those long positions? You need buyers to sell into, right? So that's how the market moves, right? It moves from buyers to sellers. And so if I'm buying down here, right, if I'm controlling the market and I'm accumulating a bunch of coin here, if I'm accumulating a bunch of coin here, right, of some random coin, okay, we'll call it Mayne coin, right? I'm buying, and then I'm going to push price up. And the idea is as price gets pushed up, people step in. They go, oh, this is going up. We're in an uptrend. It's bullish. I want to buy. And what is happening to the person, me, who bought here? I'm selling to those people. As price pushes up, I'm selling, I'm distributing. That's what distribution means. That position that was accumulated down here at a higher price, okay? So for people, if this was accumulation, for the coins that got accumulated down here, price needs to move higher, create more demand that can then be sold into, right? So with the backdrop of Do Kwon buying, $1 billion worth of Bitcoin and all that other shit, not dumping through the lows during the start of potentially World War III, all this shit that's going on, Bitcoin holding up relatively well, and then breaking that key level, I want to see a strong move to the upside. If the market is super bullish, we should see an expansive move to the upside pretty soon, right? Similar to this. We had this very long range here, right? Big move, retest the range highs, and boom. This is the kind of PA I want to see form here, right? Big move, retest. Now I want to see the expansion. So that's what I'm banking on effectively. I'm banking on this being the breakout. We're now retesting that range high level, these previous lows, I want to see that next leg. Okay? Where's this idea wrong? I kind of already explained it to you, and here's that range for the blind homies, right? Here's our big range. Broke out, retest. I don't want to see us trade back within this range. I think you're wrong below here on longs that you took up here, right? If you longed 45K or any of this area here, I think you're wrong down here. And if we have consistent PA below this level, I'm almost certain, obviously I can't be for sure, but I'm pretty sure that we would trade back within the range and then probably back down to the range low. Okay? If you did not long 45K, I think the safe bet long is above 48. Right? If we're able to get above 48, that line's a little bit below 48. Let me draw it better here. Right? Make a new high. Pile in the longs because we're at least going to here, and that's a 48 to 52K move, right? It's a $4,000 move, still very nice move. Okay? And then the bearish scenario is below here, and I posted this chart the other day. I said if you don't want to trade this, you wait for this to happen or you wait for this to happen, right? But we're degenerates, and so I need to trade this. I have to, or else who am I? I'm not Trader Mayne. I know that much. I might just be a regular Mayne. Right? Regular Mayne isn't verified on fucking twitter.com. Okay. So those would be the two scenarios. If you're like, I don't know what to do, I would wait for one of these two kind of things to trigger. Now, I posted today that I think if we get above 47, right? So 48K was that original breakout level that I mentioned. But if we get above 47, the reason I think we go to 52 from there is 47 here is that point of breakdown. We came up, retested it, sold off, retested it again, sold off, and we're right back at the level. So to me, acceptance above 47, you could easily put your stop below this wick. That would be a way for you to get in a little earlier. Otherwise, wait for 48K if you're not long already, right? But that's why I think 47 would lead to the breakout, because we've already rejected here and it failed to make a new low, and we're right back at the level. I think we get above that level, that's probably confirmation that we're going higher. So we're knocking at that level right now, that breakdown level. So I want to see us get above there. And I want to see this. This is what I want to see. I want to see exactly what happened here. Happen here. Break out of the range. Retest it. And boom. Break out of the range. Retest it. Now I want to see the expansion to the upside with a target of here at the very least. And then potentially those targets higher that I mentioned. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for on Bitcoin. It is a bit lackluster so far, but people thought this was lackluster. If you go back on Twitter, everyone was saying the same shit. Like, oh my God, we finally broke out and all we did was return to the level immediately. And then it ended up being just a basic ass retest. So hopefully that's the case here. I obviously don't know for sure, but that's what I'm banking on. That is my long scenario. The only way I would short this thing right now is if we had a very nasty run of this high and then back below. That would be a short, or back below this kind of 44,300 level, that range high. Those would be the only two short scenarios I see. Back below 45 for any sustained period of time, I think there's a good chance the high is in for a while. Maybe the year, I don't know. Get above 48K, I do think that we go to at least 50, 52, potentially higher. Right? 50, 52 would be above these highs. Then the fib levels were 58 and 61. But then I do think wherever that leads is going to be a lower high relative to all-time high. And then we got to see if this thing pulls back and then we take our fib from here to here and then it finds support at the mid-range and starts rallying again, maybe we're putting in a big old higher low. Right? But if this thing rejects up here, I'm going to be looking to short because I do think there will be a sharp sell-off. Just like there was here, right? We had the big move up. We finally broke out. And then what happened? Oops. Right? Finally got the breakout. Pulled back. Where do you think we pulled back to? Right into the sweet spot. Had another leg. So that could be something that happens here, right? We could get another leg to the upside from here to, let's say, 54,000. Price could have a big breakout and then it could retest 50K or 48K and then have another leg. But I do think that this high here that formed is one that you want to short because I do think there will be a sharp pullback. And I do think a lot of alts that have been pumping will be really good short opportunities as well. To be honest with you, other than the Bitcoin longs that I've shared in Discord, right? So, getting long here, I would not long this thing right now. Like I said, I'd wait for either 47 or 48K to break. I'd be looking at altcoins. What we've been seeing right now is altcoins have been outperforming. Ethereum outperformed. You had coins like Near go crazy. You had Axis have a crazy day. You had Waves go nuts and then crash. So there's been if you're craving volatility, altcoins are where it's at right now. There's been a lot of altcoins that have been going up way more than Bitcoin when it goes up and going down way more than Bitcoin when it goes down. So that's where the volatility is right now. If you're looking for it, go look at altcoins. And if we get another leg up on Bitcoin, I think we're going to have a really fun time with some alts. I think we're going to see a lot of altcoins go on some crazy runs. I wouldn't call it alt season, right? People use the term alt season so often, it's like lost its meaning, right? It's kind of like 2022 and everything is racist. So you're like, well, like the word racism has kind of lost its meaning. Like being a racist is like a very, very, very bad thing. And like now everything is racist. So it kind of loses its meaning. Same with alt season, right? Alt season is when you can throw a dart at a board and everything is going up thousands of %. right? Alt season is not when altcoins are going up 30, 40%. It's awesome, right? But I wouldn't call it alt season, right? So, but that being said, if we get that another leg up on Bitcoin, I do think we're going to see some great opportunities on alts. So you want to be paying attention to the ones that are moving, the Lunas, the GMTs, the Waves, the Souls, anything that's near, anything that's been super volatile, right? Likely will continue to be volatile if we see that, that next leg up. Soluna, AVAX, right? Those rotations. Go pay attention to those altcoins. Don't waste your time looking at shit that's not moving. You may love one coin, but if there's coins going up massive amounts every day as the market goes up and your coin's underperforming, you're missing out on opportunity, right? Go where the volatility is, okay? So that's kind of my plan for Bitcoin. Hopefully that's pretty straightforward. I think it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions, okay? Short stream, does this mean 2 hours? I hope not. How many people here are hoping he validates your current trades? I think everyone. You should see my DMs, man. I get DMs every day. Some you wouldn't believe. Like some of them at least have like a paragraph written with like a thoughtful question, and sometimes I'll try and answer them, but you gotta realize, like, I'm not trying to sound like a douchebag. I've got like 250,000 followers. Like I get hundreds of DMs a day, and I'm not blaming anyone because I used to do the same thing. I used to DM accounts and just ask fucking questions, right? But I can only answer so many. And like, if you put a thoughtful question out there, right, and it's genuine, I'll try and answer it. But like, I get people who just send me charts, right? Or be like up or down, or they'll just send me a chart and be like, yo, is this an order block? Or like, is this right? And it's like, I made an entire video and I do all these videos to answer these questions for you. It's kind of crazy that people are just like, yo, dude, fucking tell me what to do. Do this shit for me. Here's a fucking chart with a line on it. Did I do it right? Like, it's nuts. So it's amazing. And I'm in this trade and it's not going my way. What should I do? Oh, I'm down on this, or I'm up on this. Should I take profit? Or hey, should I close this trade? It's past my stop. Or just give me money. Like, it's unbelievable. I'm getting high in listening to this. I'm jealous, bro. I haven't gotten high in fucking 2.5 years. Can you believe it? I haven't smoked any weed in 2.5 years after smoking weed every day for like 15 years. Thanks for the ear cancer, Anthony Asante. Fuck you, bro. My music taste is fucking impeccable, bro. Impeccable. What does very end mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. All I see is a floating neck. The neck's fucking... It's pretty thick right now. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my fucking arms are huge right now. I've had a pump for fucking hours. You're super handsome in the dark. That's what every girl has ever said to me at a nightclub until they wake up the next day and they just see this fucking big old neck and pale face and fucking perf stash right next to them. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty handsome in the light too, bro. But definitely more handsome in the dark. And if you wear glasses, take those off. I'll be even more handsome. Do you speak French? Oui. They don't like Merkins. I'm Canadian. I don't really know what you're talking about. No Bitcoin show in Miami for you, man. No, I had to cancel Miami. I was supposed to go to the Bitcoin event, but after Vegas, just going to Miami for a week later is just mentally not safe, physically not safe, financially irresponsible. Because I know myself. I have buddies who are there and oh, we're not even going to party. It's like, bro, I'm going to be at Gold Rush fucking making it rain dollar bills as soon as I get off the fucking airplane. Okay, I don't know how to not go hard. So the only solution is to just not go at all, right? Because if I go, it's 100 or nothing, right? There's no in between. I'm not going to Miami to chill. So, and I'm going to be in Miami in May for F1 anyways. So it's just too much, man. It's just too much. International Chess Day, you fucking know it. No kettlebells, bro. Do I look like a guy who uses kettlebells, dude? Okay? No, kettlebells are actually... The reason I don't use kettlebells is because they're fucking hard. You doing the kettlebell swings where you switch hands and shit, that shit is fucking hard. And I feel like I look like a tool while doing it. The poutine press, yes sir. Roids and shrooms. I don't do steroids. I'm a natty, bro. Au natural, baby. Long the like button. Fuck yeah, please do. If we nuke to 40, we are done. Yeah, if we drop 15% from here, that's probably bad. That's a really good observation. Thank you for sharing. Song name is Heartbeat by Kavion. Hey Mayne, would you go over the identifications of this order block on the chart? I saw your tutorial and explanation on the specific because it would be great. It's an order block because this is the down candle before an up move that broke market structure. It's an order block for the same reason every order block I draw is an order block. Right? So, come on, dog. Down candle, up move that broke market structure. That makes it an order block. Come on, dog. You're in my streams all the time, Neon Milo Xylato. You should know better. Come on, dog. Creatine, shrooms, BCAA, pre-workout swollenness. That's exactly the stack that I'm on right now. Mayne, what about the monthly? Does that break bull market structure? I don't know what you're referring to. So the monthly is technically still in an uptrend, right? Because the monthly, this is the low that generated the high. Yeah, we have an SFP here, but we didn't break the low. Whereas the weekly, there's a low here that we broke, right? So the weekly is bearish. The monthly, I would say, is neutral, leaning. It's technically still bullish, right? Because you have a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, potential higher low. But the problem with the monthly is this is not a confirmed higher low until we make a higher high. And what you know about market structure from watching all my videos is that it shifts on the low time frame first. So if the weekly is going like this, right, and you're wondering if it's going to make a higher high, but the daily is in a downtrend and the H4 is in a downtrend, it's very likely that the weekly is going to follow suit, right? It shifts on the low time frames first. But yeah, the weekly or the monthly technically has not made a lower low yet. So there is hope. I don't know what hand motion that was. I would like that stricken from the record. I want to go like, yeah, hit your fucking hopium pipe right there. The monthly will save us. Just saw trade fund influencers say downside is nearly impossible after a 50% discount, and my math is stupid to assume that possibility of any further downside, but BTC is unpredictable. I don't know who that guy is, but he is redacted. Okay? A effing redact. You know what I'm saying when I say redacted? The word that I really mean. Okay? How downside. First of all, only a Sith speaks in absolutes. Let's get that fucking out there, okay? Only a Sith. I am not a Sith. If I was a Star Wars character, clearly I would be Luke Skywalker, because he's the most powerful Jedi of all time. Or I would be Jar Jar Binks, because I am the comic relief of the series that went horribly wrong and that everyone hates. But that's stupid, right? I hate when people say, this is impossible, that's impossible. Nothing is fucking impossible. What if the government banned Bitcoin tomorrow? I'm not saying that's going to happen. What if, right? Who fucking knows? What if Satoshi reveals himself and proves that he's Satoshi and it turns out he's a child molester? Right? Like, who fucking know? Anything can fucking happen. So to say that something is impossible is stupid, especially when we literally can use the exact market to which your fucking buddy, I don't know why I turned on log, is talking about to disprove that. How many times have we seen price pull back more than 50%? 85% there. 80% or 70% there. Just over 50% there. Go back to the previous bull market. How high was this? I would say, Bitcoin typically, when it has an all-time high move and then enters a bear market, every previous bull run has pulled back somewhere between 80 to 90% from all-time high to the next low. Every time. Right? So to say that because we dropped 50%, it can't go any lower, the facts disagree. It's just not accurate at all. And that guy's a redact. Okay? He's a redact. He's the word for late in French. All right. I don't like to short BTC. Feels like I'm cheating. Not gonna make it. Tons of people feel the same way as you, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to short Bitcoin, just fucking be patient, buy at discounts, and just accumulate over a long enough period of time. You're probably gonna do very well. Or potentially involve stable coins where you sell some Bitcoin for stables to hedge for downside. You don't have to fucking short. Is Binance US the only place Americans can short? I don't know. I'm not American. Can we just chill here between 43 and 47 for weeks? Possibly. Anything's possible. Remember, so this breakout here, right? How many weeks was this? We had the breakout happen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 9th week, we got confirmation that it was breaking out, right? This is only the 3rd week. So if this is anything like this, it could go on for a while. We could crab, could chop for sure. How do you identify OBs when you're in a strong uptrend? The same way that you identify OBs all the time. Down candle before an up move that breaks market structure. If you're on a high time frame, right? If you're looking at this and you're like, well, here's the bullish order block for this move. Well, this is you're not seeing anything here. So zoom in, right? Zoom in and you're going to see more detail, and you're going to be able to find within this up move here where we're bullish, lower time frame, more clarity, because it might just be a bunch of green candles on the weekly, but on the daily, it's more of a zigzag, right? So again, go watch the order block video. I literally cover all of this, guys. All right. Jabba the Hutt because the neck. Jar Jar Binks is not a Sith Lord. I don't buy into that fucking... Who clipped that fucking clip, you son of a bitch? Okay. Anyways, let's get on to you fucking Twitch bastards clipping that shit. Let's get on to Ethereum. So Ethereum looks much better than Bitcoin, right? Why? Well, Ethereum BTC has been in an uptrend for the last 3 weeks compared to Bitcoin. So this is the range that we've been in for ages on Ethereum BTC. We are coming into some resistance here. And as you can see, we're starting to potentially reject here a little bit. But the best case scenario for Ethereum is that this is just an uptrend here, right? High, low, higher, higher low, and then potentially a higher high. That would be the best case scenario for Ethereum, and would likely mean that if Bitcoin's going to go higher, Ethereum's going to outperform on the upside as well. Okay, and if you look, right, off of the lows, right, where was Bitcoin at the low here? It's a 40% move. Was Ethereum more? Yeah, right? Ethereum's been outperforming Bitcoin on this most recent move. So I think Ethereum looks better. If you just look at the two charts, Bitcoin is into that weekly resistance right now, whereas Ethereum has already cleared that area, right? So I'm hoping that Do Kwon buying BTC and then just the strength of the Ethereum chart itself leads me to believe that there is another leg up coming for Ethereum and consequently for Bitcoin. Similar to, I think, Bitcoin going to, 52K, 55K maybe, even a little higher. I think that next level on Ethereum, like this looks like a breakout to me of this area right here. Like we broke that high yesterday. So to me, Ethereum dips are for buying up towards 4,000. Right? Dips are for buying up towards 4,000. If we zoom in, we didn't quite get as clean of a pullback on the range. It came just shy of that order block. But what I like here on Ethereum is you have this breaker right here. And we this is the up move that, caused this move down, blasted through. This looks like a nice SR flip. Yeah, we've got an SFP here, but I like how we're holding above here. Similar to Bitcoin, this is also just an order block itself right here. This entire down candle is an order block. Similar to Bitcoin, right? I want to see Ethereum stay above 34, just like I want Bitcoin to stay above 45. If Bitcoin gets below 45 and Ethereum gets below 34, I think we go lower. So if Ethereum gets down below here, I think you could trade that probably back towards 31, 32. And then we'll see, right? This would have to hold for sure. But ideally, I like Ethereum where it is here. I want it to stay above this 3,400 level, and I'm looking at 39 to 4,000 as the target. So if Bitcoin gets that leg up to 50 to 55, I'm hoping Ethereum gets a leg up to around 4,000. Just like on Bitcoin though, look at the weekly. That's a break in market structure. So if we're looking for a pullback here, right, we are coming, look, we got the mid-range right there as well, right at where we are, 3,500, the mid-range of that entire down move. So that it's leading, right? Bitcoin's mid-range was 50K. Ethereum's already at it. But you can see the similarities, right? Bitcoin's trading within this order block and the weekly's up here. Ethereum's already through the order block and it's at the weekly mid-range. So similar to Bitcoin though, we have this break in market structure here. So a pullback here, maybe it goes up to here, but I would be looking for a potential lower high to form up here and then a pullback. And then from there we decide, okay, is this going to fucking eat a dick and we're all going to be poor? Or is this a trend change, you know, and we're going to see a pullback and then another leg like we did here, right? Move up, lower high, pullback, continuation. That's the ideal scenario, but you got to be prepared for this second leg to potentially be just a lower high, right? Low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So up into here is where I'm looking at Ethereum. This order block here, if I throw on the other fibs here, you'll see 38, 4,000, as high as 4,300 are those deep fib pullbacks. I'm looking at this order block right here. This seems like the draw to me, right around here, 38 to 4,000. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Yeah, the quality of the video on Twitch is so much better. I don't know. Maybe what I should do is stream on Twitch and then upload the videos to YouTube after. I don't know. I feel like I'm looking at cosmic stardust looking at this chart right now. I'm tripping balls. What the fuck are you smoking, homie? Is that angel dust? PCP? What do you want, bro? Ugh. What's up, Dread Mining? All right, so that's that. So now I want to look, is everyone clear on the plan for Bitcoin and the plan for Ethereum? I think I did a really good job, and I'm really proud of myself with how I described each situation, what I'm looking for, invalidations, macro thoughts. I think everything is pretty straightforward. Let me know what you guys think. I am not taking any alt requests, guys. I already told you the altcoins I'm looking at. I'm sorry. Why is this lagging so hard? It's a spot premium right now, so that's good. I have been trading since 2013, but I would say I was only trading successfully since like 2017. You're on shrooms right now. What the fuck, bro? It's a school night. Don't you have school tomorrow? What the fuck are you doing? Now you're trying to sell drugs in my chat? We will not have that. This is a fucking drug-free zone, okay? All right. So we are going to look at waves. What is waves? Waves is a giant Ponzi. People want to know what the fuck happened. So this thing pumped like absolutely crazy, okay? Like crazy, crazy, crazy. This had a massive move, made a new all-time high. Everyone was like, what the fuck is waves and why is it going up so much? So where'd that move originate? That monthly order block here went way higher than everyone expected. So waves has a situation similar to Luna, but not as good, because UST, right? The whole Do Kwon buying Bitcoin, it's to back UST and maintain that peg is my understanding of it. UST being pegged 1-to-1 of the dollar. Waves has its own stable coin called USN, and this thing was pumping like crazy, and the Ponzi essentially collapsed. USN lost its peg. I think at one point it was trading down at like 75 cents to $1, and this is the result. Now, that's your fundamental reason that this happened. How could we have gotten in a short on this? Because I did short this, and I made a bunch of money doing it. I talked about this in my last video. I said, what are ones that we want to be looking to potentially short as hedges? You want to go look at coins that have gone absolutely bonkers and look overextended, and those are going to be your good short hedges. At the time, it was GMT and Waves. GMT ended up being a nice short. Waves ended up being a nice short. So how did you get short on this thing? Well, to me, this is pretty fucking clear. Just on the 4-hour. 12-hour, huge SFP, but you don't get that break in market structure, really. You get it here, and are you selling that next move up? Technically, yes, but the 4-hour, this is clear as day. We have a massive move up, right? Huge move up, outperforming everything, and then you have that classic 3 drives. Drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, and this one was so easy that it even gave you an SFP at the top. Soon as you see this kind of pattern forming, that rounding off, that 3 drives, the coin is already outperformed everything and is overextended as shit, you need to be turning on your fucking eyeballs, I don't know, something. You need to turn on something, and you need to be looking for reasons to potentially get short. Maybe you're not shorting this SFP because you're like, well, this is crazy strong, I don't know. But once it puts in that huge SFP and then breaks market structure here, you need to be shorting this next leg up. You have to. And if you don't, have fun staying poor, I guess. But that was my short trigger here. I shorted at 50. As soon as I saw this SFP, I'm like, I'm looking to short this thing. It broke market structure on the H4. It actually broke market structure here. But this is the official break because this is the low that generated the last high. We had the 3 drives. Everything was lining up. There's your move up. What is this move? This is to entice new buyers. I'm selling the shit out of this, right? Because at one point, this was a big, thick white candle. Looks scary. Thick like my wiener. I shorted it, right? My stop was right here. And I didn't have a hard stop. I was going to wait and see because this could have squeezed higher. But I basically said, okay, as long as we stay below here on a closing basis, I'm happy with my short. We had the move up. I shorted. Once we start selling off to here, I put my stop in here and rode it all the way down. Where do you take profit? Right into that previous floor before we broke out. That's your very obvious take profit level, right? Let's say you didn't short this because you hate money, right? Which I understand. Another short, right, was made available. First of all, the hourly. Big move up. Once we lose that low here, right, you should be short biased. This is now in a downtrend on the hourly after a very clear topping pattern. So you could be shorting these pullbacks. But let's say you didn't short this move. You could have shorted here. A little bit sketchier, but you're effectively playing kind of a back test of this level, right? That would be the second short. So if you didn't short here, at this point, we already had the high time frame break in market structure. But if you didn't catch this short, when you saw us dump off in the morning, this is absolutely bearish. It just broke every single low. That is a perfect SR flip. Stop right there. And boom, you still caught a very nice fucking trade. So that was the wave short. I'm not touching this thing on the long side. This is like, yeah, it's into support technically, right? We have all of these previous highs here. We have this order block here, but something that looks like this coupled with the fact that USN decoupled like that, I'm not really interested in buying this here. there is a good chance it went down like almost 40% today or something, that if we get a bounce, I'd be more interested in shorting another bounce than I would be trying to get long here. But technically we're on support. This is obviously where you take profit if you got short anywhere up here. But hopefully that makes sense why you would short that. Okay, let's look at GMT. GMT was the same thing, right? This is a coin that outperformed most of the market, and we got a very kind of similar topping pattern here, right? We had our big push up, and then we had kind of our 3 drives to the upside. And then what happened? Break in market structure. Break in market structure. Break in market structure. Break in market structure. This is getting a little bit... I thought I muted you, you son of a bitch. How dare you? How dare you? This is getting a little... I'm actually interested in potentially longing this now. But again, big blow off the top. I guarantee if you look at the RSI here, I hope I'm right. I'm going to look dumb. Right? There you go. Bearish divergence, right? So you have price making higher highs. You have the RSI making lower highs, right? Bearish divergence. It's vertical. And then the confirmation, obviously, it's not just enough to be like, oh, there's an RSI divergence. What's the PA? Lower high, lower low. Another break in market structure. So this is the primo short that I took here. Was after we broke this low. Okay. Where is the origin? It's right here. So that's the short that I took. I closed out that short coming into where? Get this fucking garbage off my screen. Get this garbage out of here. Into here. Right? We're into now support. So if you short this, look at the H4. There's your high, right? We ran the highs, broke down, break in market structure, pull back to where? What the fuck? Who is messaging me? Shut the fuck up. Mute. Fuck you, bro. Break in market structure, pull back to where? The bearish order block that broke market structure. Okay? Now, where do you take profit? It's still in an uptrend, high time frame. Take profit into support. This is actually an interesting long now. Looking at this here, I would argue that... Let's see if I zoom in a little more here. I would say that this is not a terrible long. You might have missed the entry a little bit, but you could stack some orders. I'd say you could stack some orders with your stop like here. And if the whole market pumps, right? If Bitcoin's going to make another leg and Ethereum's another leg, this is a market leader right now. I would long this thing. I think this is a decent long. If it pulls back, I think you could long layer some bids from like right here at 220 down to like maybe 210. Stop below this low. Target all-time high. I don't see anything wrong with that, right? Perfect pullback. From here to here, where do you think that pullback is to? Right into the sweet spot. Look at where it bounced from. Support, fib confluence, potential for a higher low leading to a higher high. I don't mind that trade at all. So that's a trade idea for you right there. Okay? Last thing we're going to look at here is near. A lot of people are talking about near. I have no idea why. I don't know what this coin does. I don't know why everyone is so hyped on it. But I longed it and I'm making money. So there you fucking go. You could argue that, you know, this thing effectively has been an uptrend for a year. Here's the start of 2021, right? Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? Steady growth. This looks a lot better than a lot of altcoins. So if you're looking at altcoins and you want to determine what to long, this looks a lot better than a lot of altcoins I'm sure you're trying to long right now. I'm not checking GMX, bro. I told you, I've already picked the altcoins I'm checking today, my friend. I don't want this video to be too long. So there's strength here for sure. Zooming into the 12-hour here, right? We've had this huge move up. Broke a key level there. This is where I'm interested in buying for another leg up with a target of here. So if this thing, right, this thing has just been trending. Look at this. SR flip, bullish order block, causing that next leg. So as long as this thing, oops, I lost the level. As long as this thing holds above this white box here, 16 to like 1650, I think this is a buy here with a target of all-time high. Obviously, there's some fundamental shit going on that I don't know about that has people hyped, but the chart looks bullish to me, and that's how I'd play it. Invalidation, you could say, is either right below the box or below this wick. Okay? And that's all I got, guys. We're going to keep this video super fucking short. I will be back with another video midweek, probably an altcoin review video. So if you have altcoins you want me to check out, leave them in the comments of this video. Okay, like the video, leave a nice comment about how I'm handsome and about how my neck is thick and my muscles are huge and your girlfriend probably wants to have sex with me, let's be honest. I don't make the rules, okay? Just don't let her watch the streams, bro. But leave a nice comment. And if you have an altcoin you want me to look at, I'll do an altcoin only video this week, and I'll look at a bunch of altcoins in that video, okay? So I'm not trying to be a dick, but I want to keep this video short. It's late here, and I want to play Elden Ring, and I don't want to be up till 4 in the fucking morning. So I want to play for a couple hours before I go to bed. But I think this is good. I think the plans on Ethereum, Bitcoin were laid out. I gave you the wave short analysis. I gave you the GMT short analysis as well as a long opportunity. I gave you a long scenario for Bitcoin, for Ethereum. I gave you potential short scenarios. We covered a lot of shit. I gave you a long scenario here for near. So I think this is pretty... I think this has been a pretty good stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let's take a quick look at the chat here. I think you're more of a Princess Leia. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Me? You trying to sell me mushrooms on stream, bro? Hey, can you turn on music while you're charting? No, I find it distracting. When I'm alone, I listen to music, but I can't talk and listen to music at the same time. I'm not smart enough to do that. My brain is very smooth and can only process. It's like a Windows 95 computer. You can't have a bunch of shit open. You think it's too late to sweep the lows at 43.8 when we moved to 44.5K? We still didn't sweep any significant lows, which feels a bit sketch. We don't have to sweep lows to go higher. I don't know. This looks like a low sweep to me. We swept those lows right there. So you're wondering if we can sweep these lows? It's possible. I would much rather us just go up from here. We had a big SFP right there and a nice reaction. So I don't really want it to get back below there. But anything is possible. What do you think of Pierre Poilievre being pro-BTC? Anyone who gets Justin Trudeau out of office, I'm a fan. But I don't pay a ton of attention to Canadian politics, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge politics guy. I feel like it's a waste of energy, and it's all a distraction. It doesn't really matter who you vote for. It's the two sides of the same coin. It's just a distraction, man. They want to keep you in the fucking matrix, okay? They don't want you to see what they're doing. The lizard people who run this fucking planet, they're just distracting you with things like the Grammys, politics, social media, fucking the Kardashians. They just want to keep you plugged in, bro. They don't want you to unplug and become awakened and open your motherfucking third eye. They don't want you to do that. Okay, is Mayne currently out hiding at his ex-girlfriend's bush? No, it's just dark in here and I'm too lazy to set. I have lighting that I can set up, but I'm just lazy. Normally I do these streams when it's still bright out. The natural light's way better. Why do scam pumps happen like the one on Sunday? Why is this a scam pump? Like, I don't know. Was this a scam pump? I don't fucking know. What day of the week was the 27th? A Wednesday. Is this not a scam pump? But this is, right? The only thing I would say is that there's less volume being traded on the weekends, right? So it's easier for the market to move because it's more thin. The order books are more thin. Thanks, Mako. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Okay, this guy said he came. Okay, bro. Whatever gets your rocks off, my friend. Glad I could help. This is like some fucking trading ASMR shit. I just bring the mic really fucking close and tell you to fucking long the order block, you little bitch. Is that what you need to hear, bro? You sick fuck. I'm starting to lose my mind, I swear to God. My parents watch these streams and they're just like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Bro, you are OP. Love from India. Thank you, bro. Love you too, man. Roshan, I love you, man. I love you, bro. Thank you. That's so nice. Mayne, how do you stop smoking weed? I stopped cold turkey. It was the only way. I tried tapering off before, and it didn't work. So I just went cold turkey, bro. Like, I literally just stopped January 1st, 2020. And have not touched it since. Willpower. It's not easy. It is 100% an addiction. I had withdrawals. I had like night sweats. I couldn't sleep for weeks. Felt shitty. Like, it was not easy, but worth it in my opinion. No need for chart analysis, but have you heard news or uptick in new trend on XRP? I feel like I have, and I'm wondering why. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't really pay attention to XRP, and I haven't heard anything. Hey, Mayne, I'm in heavy Bitcoin in case of downside. How do you think ETH would compare to BTC on the downside? If one goes down hard, they're both going down hard. Generally, your question is going to be answered here. If Bitcoin and Ethereum start going down, but FBTC remains in an uptrend, Ethereum is going to handle the downside better. If FBTC is going down, and both Bitcoin and Ethereum are going down, that means Ethereum is going down more. Waves is like Luna's shitty. It's like a shitty ripoff. Waves is like a shitty ripoff of Luna. It's not really like Luna, but they do have a stable coin, but it's backed by nothing, and that's why it depegged and shit hit the fan. Bro, I'm on a losing streak. Quick advice that comes to mind: take a break, size down. Start reviewing your past trades in the losing streak. Maybe there's a common mistake you're making. Go look at previous trades where you're winning. Are you doing anything differently? Tabasco does send his regards. I tried short waves too early. Ouch. Took the exact same trade and absolutely printed. That's my boy. Nice work, Eli. Okay. Looks like everyone is somehow my net worth increased, but my number of girlfriends have decreased. What's going on? I was promised correlation. That's how they get you, right? They promise you girlfriends when you make it in crypto, but in reality, being a crypto trader is actually extremely lonely. No, dude, you got to leave your house to get the girls, right? Having money is part of it, but now you got to go show that money to other people so they think you're cool, and girls will be more likely to fillet you. That's the key. That's the real alpha. Actually, let's see. Trader L testosterone, man, I like that. I am fucking all jacked up on testosterone. All right, guys, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave comments in the description of this video. Swift Killer Khan, what's up, homie? I'm going to send an email about the bachelor party soon. Don't worry. But yeah, leave some comments in the video. If you have questions, if you don't understand anything, leave comments below the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Tell me I'm fucking handsome. Fucking say it. And say hello to your mother and your sister as well. Use that Prime XBT link. Keep signing up. Make fake emails. Sign up. Deposit money. Withdraw it. I don't even care. Just use the fucking link, please. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will talk